Hey everyone, it's Flakfire. At this year's E3, I got my hands on what was probably the most frenetic and fast-paced shooter at the event. I'm of course talking about Lawbreakers from Cliff Bleszinski's Boss Key Productions. Myself and a number of other content creators were invited to a capture and feedback session for Lawbreakers, so I wanted to give you my impressions of the game. At its core, Lawbreakers is part hero shooter, part kinetic FPS. However, it also mixes in pockets of zero gravity and competitive game modes to create a game that stands apart from everything that I've played to date. There are 9 distinct classes in Lawbreakers, and each has its own abilities, strengths, and weaknesses. Whatever your playstyle, you'll find yourself gravitating to a particular class. For me, I really enjoyed the Nimble Wraith class. The Wraith comes equipped with a full-auto machine pistol, the ability to slide as an offensive or defensive measure, as well as a short sword that's not only lethal in close quarters, but can actually be fired at an enemy and then shot to detonate it. The Wraith's ultimate ability slows enemies, making them easy targets for you and your team. This class gets you in and out of combat quickly, allowing you to flank and outmaneuver your enemies. I also enjoy the more boots-on-the-ground Titan class, which is more focused on firepower and is less squishy. The Titan's main armament is a hard-hitting rocket launcher that not only deals both splash and direct damage, but can also be used to propel your character quickly across zero-G pockets. The Titan also has the ability to toss mines and deal area damage with a powerful leap attack. The role's ultimate ability includes a health boost and a chain lightning attack, perfect for close quarters combat and groups of enemies. In the zero-G pockets, all players can fire their weapon behind them to propel themselves forward at a greater speed, or even engage the enemies behind them. If you find yourself in hand-to-hand combat with another team, Lawbreakers has a fun humiliation system that leaves a customizable boot print on your victim's melee screen, which lingers for a couple mocking seconds. And although some will inevitably draw comparisons to Overwatch, Lawbreakers is a shooter first and a hero game second. You won't find a pure healer class or a tank, but you will find roles with some of those attributes. One of the more approachable classes is the Battle Medic, who can heal friendly players with support drones. Lawbreakers doesn't pull any punches, however. There is a noticeable learning curve with the game, and Bleszinski says it's deliberate. Lawbreakers is intended to be a game that thrives on high skill and high octane. Its game modes also add to that action by design. The mode I most enjoyed was Overcharge, in which 2 teams battle over a battery. Both teams can charge the battery in their base, but once it's at 100%, it must be defended for 20 seconds to score a point. And this is easier said than done. It can be stolen and will maintain its charge, so there's plenty of opportunity for strategizing. Do you attempt to hold possession of the battery the entire time, or do you let the enemy charge it and then steal it? The decision is up to you. Another fan-favorite game mode is called Blitzball. In this mode, players fight over the adorable Euro ball and try to reach the goal in the enemy base. In an interesting twist, possession of the Euro ball starts a shot clock, and if you're still in possession when it reaches 0, well, it's hot potato for you. There's also a domination-style game mode called Turf War, in which teams fight over 3 objectives per round with a short intermission between them. Lawbreakers also features the deep character customization that players love. In addition to the stash drops we're familiar with from other games, players earn in-game currency every time they level up. These creds can then be spent on unlocking particular character outfits or weapon skins. Boss Key says Lawbreakers isn't pay to win, and only personalization options appear in the stash drops. On top of all this, Boss Key is setting the price of Lawbreakers at a mere $30. That's a small chunk of change for 9 character classes, 6 maps, and 3 game modes. What's more, Lawbreakers is ditching the Season Pass system. All of the game's future roles, maps, and modes will be free of charge. Lawbreakers launches August 8th for PC and PS4. Bleszinski says the game may come to Xbox One in the future, but there are no concrete plans for the moment. Personally, I had a blast playing Lawbreakers, and I played it on PS4. If you guys follow on Twitter, you know I'm not fond of the DualShock controller. But when I was playing Lawbreakers, I was actually having so much fun, I didn't even notice I was using a PS4 controller. I was so focused on the action in Lawbreakers that everything else just kind of melted away, and that's some of the highest praise I can give a video game. If you're interested in learning more about Lawbreakers, visit the game's website at lawbreakers.nexon.net to check out all the character roles, weapons, abilities, and even some tutorials. You can also sign up for the game's beta, which runs June 28th to July 3rd. What are your thoughts on Lawbreakers? What do you think of the gameplay? Tell me in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, share on websites like Facebook and Twitter, and be sure to subscribe. As always, thanks for watching.
Battery is 75% charged. Battery stolen.
Adiós, cabrón.